That feels big. So I have made it out to the pond I'm going to be fishing today on my kayak, obviously, and still early in the season, so we'll see what we catch. I don't really plan on catching a whole lot today, only because this pond was covered in ice like a week and a half ago. But I got 3 rods with me. I have a shaky head, I have a chatterbait, and then I have a wacky worm right here. I think I'm going to start out with the wacky worm. See what that does, if anything. Switch over to a chatterbait probably pretty quickly. I think the sun is right in y'all's face, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, let me turn around for you. But yeah, I'm starting out on the shallow side of the pond, and I don't really have too high of hopes for this side of the pond because we had really thick ice, about 2 feet this year, and in some parts of this pond it's only 2 feet deep. So last time I was here, I saw tons and tons of bluegill dead on the shoreline, probably like 1,000 of them. Didn't see any bass or pickerel though. So hopefully there wasn't a winter fish kill on this side of the pond. Eventually I am going to be making it to the other side of the pond where it's a little bit deeper, gets all the way down to like 8-ish feet. And they definitely could have survived on that side of the pond. I don't know if they've worked their way over to this side yet. It's definitely a lot warmer than the deeper side for sure. But yeah, hopefully we can catch something today. This is a Bass Pro Sticko in green pumpkin color. And as you guys can tell already, it is going to be windy today. Hopefully we can find some spots that are not in the wind, but this starting spot is going to be in the wind almost the whole time. Looks like there's some lily pads coming up already. This side of the pond, because it's so shallow, warms up the fastest out of any of the ponds in my area. That feels big. Oh, I'm snagged up. Dang it. Yeah, that's what I thought. But of course, I had to throw it over this root wall. Gotta love that. Definitely was a bass too. And I am just sitting over top of where I just got bit. Because typically, you can tell if it's a bass or pickerel because pickerel will just tear up your bait immediately, have huge cuts in it because of their sharp teeth, but that one didn't have any cuts in it at all. So definitely felt like a decent sized bass. You guys heard that drag pull. And it's not super locked down either. Oh, missed him. Please come back. Man, I am 0 for 2 right now. That's not a good sign. I mean, it's a good sign I'm getting bit, I guess, but like I said before, I don't think I'm going to be hammering them today. I think the bites are going to be far and few in between. But we'll give it a little bit of a dip. Alright, we'll throw a couple more casts with the wacky worm because I'm back where I started right now with no other bites. So I think what I'm going to do is throw a couple more casts with the wacky worm here and then switch back over to a chatterbait. Definitely have not given up on the wacky worm. Definitely gonna bring that back out again. Let's just switch over to a Z-Man chatterbait. Keep them honest. One turtle's looking at me like, what are you doing? That's a fish for sure. Let's go. First bass today. I will take that on the little wacky worm. And it already spit. I don't even know if he was hooked or not. Not the biggest bass by any means. That's like a 1 pounder. But yeah, I will definitely take that for sure. Goodbye, fish. Cool. Out in the middle of nowhere. But to be fair, this whole place is just like a 3-foot flat of lily pads on this side. Then you got one like 5-foot canal that goes through. All right. So I've been fishing now for about 2.5 hours, and I got 3 bites. Well, not including the bluegill. 3 bass or pickerel bites, and I only caught 1 so far. But I'm not even to the good part of the pond yet, so hopefully I can catch a couple more before I reach the good part of the pond. But it's taking me a lot longer to fish this shallow section than I was thinking. I might not even make it to the second half and have that much time to fish. Super shallow. That'll be bass and pickerel following around. Feels like a pickerel. My chest cam died. Yep, it's a pickerel. Alright, cool. Alright, second fish for me today. It's been rather slow, but I kind of expected that. That's why when I missed those first 2 bites, I really have to capitalize on them. My chest cam died. It's gonna be you guys for the time being. I'm almost back at the boat ramp, so I really only have maybe like 30 more minutes left to fish, but that worm. Just a little pick. The less fun version of pike. They don't really get that big. It wasn't that big, it's just a little pickerel. All right, fish number 4. third pickerel. Alright, I'm going to do my outro right here. But that is it for today, and overall not a bad day. I didn't even make it to the deep end of the pond, which I kind of planned on it, but I spent way too long in this shallow section, which I think didn't turn out to be that bad of an idea because I ended up with 1 bass and 3 pickerel. But this time of the year I can't really expect to come out and catch like 20 fish. That's why at the beginning of the video I said I really have to capitalize on the bites I do get, because I'm not going to get that many of them. Now I did bring the shaky head. Not really an area to throw the shaky head at this first half. I was going to wait till the second half to throw it. But like I said earlier, never got that far. And unfortunately I did miss whatever that fish was at the very beginning. I think it was a decent sized bass, because when I brought my worm back, it's not like I had a bunch of cuts in it from pickerel. But the Senko I was using was just from Bass Pro Shops. It's a green pumpkin sticko, that's what they call it. And lots of bites from bluegill. But I was not really that mad at it because that kind of gave me an idea of where the fish were hanging out. The closer I got to that second half of the pond back there, where it's a little bit deeper, I was getting no bites, not even nibbles from bluegill. So I kind of decided to do a 180 and fish back towards the shallow side. And like I said, I'm kind of glad that I did, because I picked up 3 more pickerel today. But that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Peace.